off very aggressively once after that pre-quarterly update. And this is, I remember this had happened a few years ago as well. And the pre-quarterly update resulted in the stock coming off sharply because AUM growth moderated. And then on the conference call, the management came and said, well, this is exactly what we wanted to do. So this is like a very guided slowdown.
Got it.
We've got a handle on the situation. This is not, we are not left to the vagaries of the market, but this is planned. And the market took it very well. So let's see if we hear something like that on the conference call after the numbers come through.
Okay, that's Bajaj Finance. The Q3 business update had come on 5th of January. At that time, the stock price was more than 6,500. There was a precipitous fall on that day and the stock went below 6,000. That's on 5th of January. And since then, you can see it's only been grinding lower and lower. And now at 5,766, it's 25% lower compared to its 52-week high. Independent market research, Ambareesh Baliga is also with us now. Ambareesh, now across, very different sectors, you are hearing that the spending was low in the festive season. Team Lease is a company that I track, and they also indicated that the hiring for the non-IT sector was also weak because of the festive season spending being lower than what they were anticipated. And we've heard this from so many other, different sources as well. Your thoughts on your thoughts on Bajaj Finance, and do you think there could be anything in the earnings which could lift up the stock, or do you think most of it, the cat is out of the bag?
No, I think the issue with Bajaj Finance would be expectations versus delivery. And expectations of the analysts are still quite high. And I think that is what will spoil the day for Bajaj Finance. And anyways, I've been talking of a slight bit of a slowdown as far as Bajaj Finance is concerned since the last at least 3 to 4 quarters, because what they did earlier was disruptive. But now, because the expectations have been going higher quarter on quarter since the last, if I remember right, possibly about 20-25 quarters, they really can't keep, beating the expectations all the time. And somewhere it has to top off. And that's what we have seen now. So, I surely will not recommend even a buy, even after a crack like this, what we have seen in the past 1 month. I think it can still go down further, especially in case the earnings are not up to the expectation. We can still see a further fall.
Okay, all right. Hi, Ambareesh. As we speak, the markets have staged quite a good recovery. So the bulls will be feeling good. At least we have bounced 130 points from the low point of the day. But it's not just the headline index. Just take a look at the broader markets. A couple of stocks, well, they're off to the races. Oil India, big U-turn out there. Pull up the intraday chart of Oil India. You'll see that that stock has moved to the high point of the day. PVR, the Patan Power is really working out there. Stock is up 5.5%. We were chatting just around 10 minutes or so ago. The stock was up 3%. So that's a stage of good fight back out there. And United Spirits, it's a Friday. That as well has moved into the green. So just keep an eye out on that stock. Ambareesh, there are select stocks that are doing well. And we have seen this in the past. When the markets get a little bit jittery, it provides good buying opportunities. You're looking at Bata, I believe. Tell us more. Tell us the rationale.
In fact, it's a bit risky giving a buy on a day like this. But again, this is a long-term buy. And a crack which we have seen today clearly is a buying opportunity across not just Bata stocks. So coming to Bata, it's the largest retailer and leading manufacturer of footwear in India across various segments, right from men's, women's, and kids. And now they made a major foray into sneakers, targeting the millennials. So their average age of buyers has started coming down quite sharply. The reach also, should improve with the distribution network across about 1,100 towns versus 966 towns last year. And they have close to about 2,000 retail outlets, expanding into Tier 3, Tier 4 through the franchisee route. And if you look at Q2 revenue, that's gone up about 35% Y on Y, both because of volume and price increases. Gross margins also have moved up by about 210 basis points to about 55%. And looking at the balance sheet, quite healthy with decent cash, a negative working capital cycle. They paid a huge dividend last year to utilize the cash. If you see the last 5 years, we have seen a 20% CAGR. And now in the last 2 quarters, we have seen the input costs also starting to soften. So I'm looking at an EPS of about 38 for FY24, giving it a target price of about 1,900.
Okay, all right, Ambareesh, stay with us. Just coming back to you, there is 8 minutes to go for markets to close. Ambarish's pick Bata, as he explained, 265 points is the recovery we have on our hands. So this is looking pretty decent, all told. I think there are these Adani names have also recovered Adani Transmission and Green are still limit down 20. Enterprises is down 18. Ports is the one which I think has come up a little bit in the last, I think, 15, 20 minutes or so of trade. Now, we learned from sources that there has been no panic at LIC, Life Insurance Corporation.